Well, hello everyone. This is Ron, and I'm back with you with another episode of Empire Coins and Collectibles. We hope you find this episode interesting. We're taking a brief vacation from our buffalo hunting, pun intended, and we're going to go to look at some Lincoln cents this episode. But don't worry, we're going to go back and look at some of those other coins, the brilliant uncirculated buffaloes that I will be sending in to ANACS. And hopefully I'll get some very high ratings from that tube of buffaloes. But in the meantime, this episode, what are we going to talk about today? Well, is our liberty cracked? Sounds like a social commentary, doesn't it? But it's really not intended to be. We try to stay away from those sorts of things as much as we can because we want to add joy to people's lives and not subtract from it, right? That's the real intent in coin collecting. It's a kind of a trip away from all the stresses and strains of everyday normal life. So we're going to be looking at 3 Lincoln cents. But before we go there, if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell others about our channel. Let them know what we kind of specialize in, and maybe they're interested in errors as well, and maybe they'll find it more interesting than just the normal issues that come out of the mint. But having said all that, I've already got one coin staged. Now, what this coin is, it's not an error coin. Interesting. We're not starting out with an error coin, but it is a 1948D Lincoln cent, and it's brilliant uncirculated. So I really want you to help me in this episode. Look at this coin, smoke it over pretty good, and tell me what you think about it. Should I send this in to ANACS to be certified? Because I'm always looking to add to my personal collection and add value to my overall content that I've gathered together in that personal collection. So let's go to the microscope. Look at that. Isn't that a beauty? This is, and just let me show you the date down here. This is a 1948, and let's see if we can get it better focus. I'll bring it down. Oops, I jarred it. I'll bring it down just a bit. That looks like it's a little bit better, doesn't it? But look at the fields around there. Now, there's a little marking on Lincoln's shoulders, just some dark coloration, some toning. Maybe not the most attractive. And there's a little bit of a marking up here on his cheek. But look at this background, the field there. Absolutely gorgeous. And look up here at the top. What we're not seeing is anything that's going to subtract from the beauty of that coin. Just a little bit of marking right here around the cheek and on the side there. So just looking at the obverse, is it going to be graded very high, like 65 plus? Would it be graded 66, 67? Or is this enough to take it down a bit? Now, there is a hint, just a real light hint of what looks to be, I'll turn the light away, maybe the remnants of a fingerprint. I am not sure, but that certainly looks like it. Could be something else. Could be a result of the washing of this coin at the U.S. Mint or in subsequent handling. Who knows? But there's something there that has like ridge lines in fingerprints, but it's an awfully lot of them along there. So perhaps it's coming out of the wash in some manner from the mint. Now let's go down a little bit lower on the date. Let's see if we can magnify that a little bit. Can we? Nope. Okay. So we're going to have to roll it down. And then we're going to have to bring it up that way. So that date is nice and crispy. 1948. Let's get a little closer, just to make sure we're not missing anything. So I'm not really seeing anything in the date. I'm not saying that this is an error coin. I just wanted to check. But I want you to look at his coat. Look how clean that coat is. So yeah, I think the obverse at least looks pretty good. Now I'm going to back it back off, and we'll bring it back into focus. And then we're going to turn it over and look at the reverse. Okay. Get the light on it a little bit better. And now we're going to flip it over. Bear with me. And I tell you what, that the weak stalks with the one centered up is just gorgeous. Look at that. Now, I am seeing a little bit of scuffing right here. And this looks like, I don't know, maybe it's a mark that was done after the mint, but it could be actually something done at the mint. But other than that, look at this. Couple of marks down here. Now, I do realize it doesn't take much to downgrade a coin from one grade to the next. But I got to tell you, this is less than not much. Does that make sense? This is less than not much. This is less than what I would expect to downgrade a coin. I would think, just looking at this, and again, I am no expert, it must be an MS 66, 67. At least that's my hope. But look at the backfields. Isn't it gorgeous? Let's go down a little bit lower right quick. And we'll bring it back into focus. And we're just going to tour around the coin. Look at that weak stalk. Look how defined that is. Just a bit down here. And then, of course, this big one here. But still, I think it's worth it. It's a 1948D to send it in to have it certified. Okay, I'm going to bring it back up. And we're going to bring it back into focus. So bear with me. And then we're going to go on to the next coin. All right, so this is back in focus. Pardon me while I switch coins. This next coin is another beauty. It is one that has a built-in social commentary. I said we're not going to do that, so we won't go there. But you tell me, is there a problem here with Liberty? Is our Liberty, has it been cracked? Goodness gracious, I hope not. Look at that jewel that goes through the heart of Liberty. This coin speaks to me on many more levels than coin collecting. How about you? It's actually beautifully red in color, maybe a reddish orange. It's a 2019. And you look at the background of the field. There is a mark right there and maybe one right there. But other than that, a little bit on his coat, the coin looks like it's in superb condition. Now, what we're going to do is go down and home in on that crack. So bear with me while I rotate this thing down and bring it back into focus. Better. Yes, I love die cracks. And there's a few more that I've discovered. By the way, I got this from a seller on eBay for a very reasonable price. For those of you that are aspiring to build a quality collection of die cracks, you couldn't do a better place or go to a better place than eBay and deal with those eBay sellers. Sometimes if you put, this is a good trick to run. Maybe it's not a trick, a good technique to use. You go to the listing and you put a like on it. You check the heart like a watch. And then later on that day or the next day, the seller typically sends an offer to you. And generally it's 5-10% less than the list price. I bought several of them by countering the offer and gotten really good value out of that. Let's go down a little bit lower so that you can get a better view of the die crack. And here we go. So it goes right below the L in Liberty. It caught the I. It goes through the heart of the B in Liberty and out the top of the E. So yeah, this is like a stake to the heart of Liberty. You remember the episode I put out about Lincoln's stake to the heart, that die crack that was through the lapel of his coat? Well, this is kind of a stake to the heart of Liberty, or through the heart of Liberty. Maybe it is a metaphor to some of the struggles we have going on today. All right, let's flip it over and get you a better look of the reverse. I don't believe there's much going on with the reverse other than it is a coin that is in really fine shape. Now, We do see these up here look like polish lines, perhaps. This right here is a scratch. This looks like I don't know, this could have been done at the mint, like a struck through, a non-retained struck through. The only reason why I say that is the toning on it. The toning is almost the same as the field in which the image is created. And just kind of circulating around. A lot of wash remnants. The B, I don't know if that's an optical illusion there. Let's focus in on the B. Maybe it's just a reflection of how that B is sculpted. Sometimes it looks like it's doubled when it really isn't. No, I don't think it's doubled at all. Okay, we're going to move back up so we get a better view of the coin. Bring it back into focus. Can we get it there? Yep, there it is. And we'll finish up our inspection of the reverse. It's a beautiful coin. It really is. Looks like, and I think, somebody correct me, but I think these are like over polishing of the coin. All right. So that's the Lincoln Cent number 2, a stake through the heart of liberty. I like that. A stake through the heart of liberty. Let's go ahead and show it one more time. That die crack that goes right through liberty. There it is. Love it. This is what I live for, is finding these unique errors in the Lincoln Cents. Okay, let's go to the last coin I have to share with you today. Now this coin is a die crack in the date, the year on Liberty, not Liberty, but the year. Now notice what I said about the polishing. Look at this up here. Wow. A lot of those lines up there and then back here. Right? And you see Liberty is pretty well spelled out. We'll go and look at Liberty a little closer. But look at this. This is very much reminiscent of that stake that went through his lapel right through here. You remember that episode? Yeah. But this is through the date. Let's go a little lower and get a better view of it. And let me reposition the lighting. There you go. Yeah, you can get a really good view of that. Now, if it doesn't go through the year, it looks like it's starting between the 9 and the 8, but it penetrates through downward into Lincoln's coat. So maybe this is a second attempt at the die crack through Lincoln's coat. I could say more, but it probably would not be appropriate. But having said that, I do love the coin, and Lincoln is the epitome of what a president should be and how he should conduct, or she should conduct themselves, holding the Union at the top of his agenda and not party line. All right. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't think there's anything else going on here. There is a really good view with the light on that die crack. Wow. Boom, right through there. Okay, we're going to flip it over, let you get a look at the reverse, and then we're going to wrap this up. So the reverse is looking pretty good too. That little dark carbon spot or whatever that is probably detracts from it. America in great detail. Look how sharp the letters are. I love that. Some scuffing right here and here. It's certainly not full step. And then it looks like we have some polished lines down through here. And then 1 cent. So overall, a very interesting and beautiful coin. I'm going to flip it back over and let you have one last look at that die crack. Wow. I want you to look at that. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Pretty amazing. All right, we're going to flip back to the main camera and do the wrap up. Let me do that. Okay. Hopefully you found this interesting. This is what coin collecting is all about. Searching for those coins that you're interested in adding to your personal collection and increasing the value of your personal collection. I said something in the last episode where it says you collect what you're interested in. You don't collect for it to be for it to increase in value. But it's okay. Really, it is okay if you collect coins to add to your personal collection and those types of coins that you believe will increase in value over time. That's just a secondary benefit from having a very nice coin collection and specializing in areas like error coins, die cracks, doubled dies, etc. All right, guys and gals, I think I've rambled on enough. I do hope you have a very good new year, and it is the best of years that you've yet experienced. And with that, my friends, you take care, and I will see you in the next episode. All the best.